Good morning and welcome to Airports Live TV with me, Adam James. The OGs of live streaming at Dublin International are back with you for this early morning special. We have got high winds forecast. We've got a weather warning in place here in Ireland. The winds at the moment, they're moderate, they're not too high, but it is forecast to get stronger within the next hour or so. I was all set up and ready to go on the North Runway, where the winds are slightly higher this morning than they are here. And there was a runway change at 10 to 9 this morning, just as we were about to go live. So we have moved to 28, and all arrivals coming in on 28 at the moment. As always, we are brought to you in proud partnership with Booking.com, Travel Supermarket, On the Beach Holidays, and LastMinute.com. I assure you that exclusive EasyJet offer will be live on the new website later on today. There was a little bit of a delay because we just needed to double check the discount code for you guys. If you didn't catch it yesterday, the exclusive offer we have been approached with by EasyJet is £100 off all bookings over £800 and £200 off all bookings over £200. To take advantage of that, you will need to head over to airportslivetv.com, go to the new page which will be active from this afternoon. It'll be called exclusive offers. You go there, you click the banner that says EasyJet, and you enter the unique code that will be on the website. We've also got that exclusive discount with Smiler, bringing you the opportunity to get the most Instagram famous and Instagram special photo shoots with professional photographers around the world, bringing you a massive saving on that service. What better way if you're going to make that romantic proposal, maybe a birthday treat in New York City or anywhere around the world? Do check it out. Here we go. Our next arrival, she's coming in from Birmingham. She's a Boeing 737 MAX. 39-minute flight today. You can see the wind just taking hold of this 737 MAX. Where I'm standing feels very sheltered, but you can see that there is relatively strong wind here at Dublin, and it is forecast to get stronger in the next hour. Hence me dragging myself out of bed early on a Saturday. There we go, beautiful Buddha landing there from the crew on board that 737 MAX. Ryanair, the best short-haul budget airline in Europe. Qatar operating a 777 today due to their Dreamliner being over in the cargo area with a landing gear fault. So that is out of service today. David White, how are we doing? Fly Andy, I hope you're well. Michael K, good morning. Creative, I'm hoping so, buddy. How are you? Sandra, welcome. Anna, welcome. Ellen, how are we doing? The wind is moderate. It is forecast to get stronger a little bit later on. Not eaten yet, Ellen. I bumped into somebody on the way here at the petrol station at the Apple Green, and I apologise, I forgot to get your name, but you'll know who you are. He works for DHL, loading and unloading all of the aircraft that we watch on evening lives, morning lives. He is the man that loads those aircrafts. You do a fantastic job, my man, and it was a pleasure to meet you this morning. As you can see, a hell of a lot of cargo to go onto this Etihad. Reminds me of that old game we used to play on the Nokias, Snake. Our next arrival now on its way in. She's a Boeing 767 operated by Delta, coming in from JFK, about a 6 hour and 15 minute flight today. Again, Delta do operate some quite old aircraft, especially their 757s and their 767s. This one, 25 years old, registered in January of 1998. Let's pick her up now. Crabbing her way in. Just wait for these notifications to go out as well. Don't forget, we are in Shannon on Tuesday. Thanks to the team over at Shannon Airport Authority for inviting us over. Always a pleasure to be at Shannon. And it is nice for the airport authorities to appreciate the spotting community. Here we go with 767, just about to touch down now. She's down with a hell of a bounce. Not the finest moment there from the crew on board. Not their finest minute. But down safely all the same. I am having an issue with my chat today. Hopefully that resolves itself quite soon. There we go, we should have an updated chat now as well. But what we got coming in? We've got us a Boeing 737 operated by Ryanair coming in from Faro, wherever it wants to go. 4 years old, registered in October of 2018. Another one coming in with that slight crabbing action, and not quite as exaggerated as the last 767, but she is definitely crabbing. And about a 2-hour and 20-minute flight today. Down nice and safely. How are we doing, Debs? Is it quiet at the airport this morning? It's not mad busy, it's no quieter than normal though. not really checked the flight plans and a few arrivals. Yeah, we've got quite a few arrivals scheduled. Ellen, the Etihad livery is beautiful. Valerie Cronin, hope Cameron's feeling better today. David Fitzsimmons, welcome my man. The wind has him up, it does indeed. A big up Captain Shane, I didn't expect you to be up this early. Right, let me grab a quick drink. Progress man, welcome to you, join us from Gdansk Airport. Hope you have a fantastic day, buddy. There's something I just quickly need to edit. There we go. The time and date stamp was missing. We've got her now though. Shane doesn't do lions. He's awake since 8. No way, Shane. You will learn as you get older. Hopefully crosswind runway becomes operational soon. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen too soon, David. We've already had one runway change since I set up. I was set up on the north runway, and literally just as I was about to press live, there was a runway change. And Val, welcome. Cameron's cousins are in the train from Limerick for the hurling. He's very exciting. Very excited. Yes, you do that, Debs. Where's Dashcam Jerry? Too early for him now. Cameron, are you going to the hurling as well? Quickly pick up that Delta as she taxis onto her stand. We definitely need it sharing out, Debs. No, Cameron is a true Dubs fan only. Oops. Our next arrival, an Airbus A320 coming in from Barcelona, operated by Viewlin. 7 years old, registered in November of 2015. About a 2-hour flight or thereabouts this morning. Big up Dashcam, thank you for sharing it out on Insta. We're going out on Instagram and Facebook now. So we will start to see these views creep up, I hope. This A330 crabbing its way in. Sorry, A320 crabbing its way in. Getting ahead of myself. We have got an A330 on the way though. Yeah, David White, there's something special about it, isn't it? There we go, she's down nice and safely. I can just about see our next arrival in the distance. We'll just show you the Qatar Dreamliner over there in the cargo area. It is grounded due to a landing gear fault, hence why we have had the Qatar operated 777 in operation today. No way, dashcam. Try changing some letters. Maybe try changing the A for a 4 and just see if that comes up. The A for a 4, the I for a 1. Just see if it comes up. It'll be interesting to know, won't it? Oh, you mean actually you, not the words. I've just read it properly. You know my thoughts on that. It is one of my biggest bugbears. I don't get it. Yes, Ellen, the 777, it's a mighty machine. She's absolutely beautiful. Next up though, we have a Boeing 737 MAX operated by Ryanair coming in after a 30-minute hop over the Irish Sea from Manchester. She's crabbing her way in quite dramatically as well. Really being buffeted about here. They're going to get her down. The question is, will we see any go around? If the wind increases as forecast. I have checked Windy as well, and Windy are also showing an increase in wind speed from around 10 AM. They're usually quite accurate. So if we do see the increased wind speed, the increased gust speed, will we see any go-arounds? What do you guys think? This American Airlines 7878 series Dreamliner taxi on out, ready to head over to Chicago. We've got a 7879 series on its final stages of descent as well that we're going to pick up any second. She's coming in from Vancouver, 8-hour and 13-minute flight this morning. The Air Canada operated 7879 series, 7 years old, registered in February of 2016. And here she is on the final stages of descent. Again, it is crabbing. I think that's going to be the common sight today. Welcome to everybody who is joining us on this blustery but pleasant Saturday morning here at Dublin International. It was torture looking at it. I'd rather the hot weather than watching her drive. Ellen, do you know something? I haven't yet, but I will get round to it. Here we go, this 787-9 series. To be honest, I didn't pay any attention to Flight Radar as to what livery this has got on it. Is it the baby blue? Is it the white? Let's find out. I'm expecting a Buddha landing from this Air Canada crew. She is baby blue. What did I tell you? A Butter landing. I know these things. It's what I do. Gosh, can you carry on rattling those cages? No, but do you know something? The reason it frustrates me is because I actively try and promote and help other people and help other channels. Like, how many times have you heard me speaking about Strains Media? It frustrates me when certain people, especially on different platforms even, it doesn't make any sense. Especially given that I am the OG here at Dublin. I was the OG on TikTok. Never bought a single follower, never bought a single view. What have we got happening? What have we got happening? Our next arrival is going to be a lofty Lufthansa operated A320 coming in from Munich. About a 2-hour flight, 8 years old, registered in July of 2014. That Dreamliner is taxiing on down. We'll pick that one up as it departs as well. We do have a British Airways 777 over in the distance, flying from Vegas to London Gatwick. I can't quite see it though, it is at 41,000 feet. Every now and again I can see it, you know. Let's see if I can pick it up. Where is it? I need something to reference. Probably somewhere here. She's there, look. There is that British Airways operated 777. Here we go though, we've got this lofty Lufthansa A320 on its final approach. Coming in from Munich. She's down with a bounce, and she was some bounce as well, not quite on the same level as our mates Norwegian from last year, when they must have bounced about 15 foot on landing. So guys, I've got to go shopping. Ellen, disappointed in you. You should have scheduled it better. I'm only joking. Enjoy your shopping. Brucey boy, oi oi, how are we doing, my man? That was a good joke last night. That was no joke, Debs. For those of you who were on yesterday's live stream, I was asking Debs to send me her date of birth. She is booked and confirmed to come to the getaway over in Ben Al Medina in September. And as part of that, there's two special and unique excursions that are booked and confirmed, and I need everybody's dates of birth to register for one of them. And that one, she thinks I'm joking, but they need it for the insurance because one of them is something I've wanted to do for a long time. It is compulsory, everybody has to do it. We are going bungee jumping. Now Dashcam, you're gonna have to up that offer that you made me to make sure that they tamper with her bungee, but I'm sure we can agree on something. Here we go, we've got this 737, she's coming in from East Mids in Nottinghamshire over in the UK. A nice short flight, 37 minutes today. Another bounce on landing there. I actually did what I'm sure to a lot of people appeared like a dodgy dealing at a service station just near East Midlands Airport a few years ago. I met a guy in a car park to do a deal swapping a car. Well, he part exchanged his car for one that I was selling. He took away a gorgeous BMW 645 convertible and I took off him a nice BMW 7 Series diesel. That was like driving an armchair, it was beautiful. But I'm sure it looked dodgy. What we got coming in? We've got an A330, she's coming in from Orlando, operated by Aer Lingus with the nice livery on board. A 16-year-old aircraft. Look how new this aircraft looks at 16 years old, just because it has the new livery on board. It's got the 2019 livery. It's been a 7-hour and 48-minute flight this morning over from Orlando. I bet there's a lot of Disney memorabilia on this flight. We're going to get this landing and then we're heading straight for the action at the North Runway because we have that 787-8 series ready for departure over to Chicago. I am hoping it holds for a minute or two just while we get this arrival, because all focus today has to be on arrivals with this wind. I hope we do get the forecasted increased wind speed. Seems to be picking up a little bit. It's hard to tell because I am sheltered by trees behind me. Here we go though, this A330 coming in from Orlando. She's not coming in, she's going round. Aer Lingus bottled it. That was a strange go around for me. They didn't appear to be struggling on landing, but they have made the decision to go around. Tell me your thoughts on that one. We've seen them come down in a lot worse than that, but we do see it quite often with Aer Lingus. They do tend to go round if they're not, I want to say if they're not 100% certain. That's unfair, because obviously every pilot wants a safe landing and gets a safe landing. We're going to quickly pick up that Dreamliner. We're not, because I can't find it. She's there. There's that American Airlines Dreamliner, up and away. We missed that due to the go round there from that A330, which is up there. She'll be back in around 10 minutes or so for her second attempt. I will be coming back to my chat in a minute. Next up, we've got the rugby liveried A320 coming in from Eskimo Land, or as some of you still refer to it, Edinburgh. A 41-minute flight today over from Edinburgh. Do a skydive. You might be skydiving if Dashcam makes me a good enough offer about this bungee cord. Which Aer Lingus had A330 Neos. So it'll be interesting to see what Aer Lingus do bring in as their next major fleet improvement, because they will do at some point. They'll be bringing something in. Are they going to continue with A330s? Will they go back to their original plan from a few years ago and go with A350s? We'll have to find out. No parachute, says Dashcam. Here we go, this rugby liveried A320 coming in from Eskimo land. She's coming in from Edinburgh. It's always freezing in Edinburgh. Dashcam, why don't you move to Scotland, mate? You'd enjoy it there. It's nice and cold all year round. 2 days of hot weather a year in Scotland. There we go though. This A320, she's down on one wheel, but she's down. Do just want to say good luck to the Irish ladies team heading over to Australia in less than 2 weeks' time. Does it kick off on a week? Is it a week today? Or is it 2 weeks? I can't remember. But best of luck to them over there in the World Cup. It's the first World Cup finals, isn't it, for the Irish women's football team? I could be wrong on that though, so correct me if I am. What have we got then? Looks like our next arrival is going to be an ATR 72-600, again coming in from Eskimo land, this time coming in from Glasgow. The ATR could look nice on its approach, you know. They do get buffeted about quite a bit, those ATRs. I'd love to be on board today. There's that beautiful Air Canada Dreamliner. Do like the colour. From certain angles she is almost white, but then when the sun's gleaming on it you can really see that baby blue pop. I don't have the legs for a kilt. There we go. Always warm in Scotland and maybe worth a visit. It's not always warm in Scotland, creative. Oh look, the bikers are out, enjoying their Saturday ride. Enjoying their Saturday ride. The traffic behind's not enjoying their Saturday ride though. We will be picking up that ATR as soon as we've got it in sight, but look at this Etihad. This is a beautiful livery. They're slowly getting through all of it and it will be ready for departure soon. Oh, it is in May, I get it. Always warm in Scotland in May, best month to visit. I wasn't reading it properly, creative. There you go, there's a tip from creative. Head there in May. If you book for May and it's cold, you know where to chase. You have to get in touch with creative. Just cut your numbers for Ben Alvadino, my hubby. I'll still do the trip, but I won't, a shame. But dangling off the end of a skipping rope, it's not me, enjoy. Too late, all booked. Everybody who's booked is going bungee jumping. Here we go, let's get ready to pick up that ATR. Currently at around 1,200 feet. Seven years old, registered in April of 2016. Just at 1,000 feet now. Here she comes. Straightening up, nose going down, and then that nose will raise at the final minute. Always come down nose heavy. See, the wind is affecting her here at Dublin this morning. He's took her bounce as well, a couple of bounces there. She's going round here, or is she? She's going to struggle to get back up, but she's going. Strange one there from the ATR. It's the second Aer Lingus go around. It was a strange one though. She was almost down. I thought that she was down enough to stay down, but they did. Final stages of that landing decide to try and get her back up, and in all fairness, she looked to be struggling to get back up. The Harley Davidson gang indeed. Yes guys, if you haven't already done it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, don't forget to follow us on our socials over on Facebook and Instagram, and of course head over to airportslivetv.com. You will find all the latest aviation news, all the latest cruise news, our amazing holiday inspirational travel blog, and you will have your exclusive offers page there later on today, where you'll be able to take advantage of that exclusive offer that EasyJet UK reached out to us with, where you can save £100 on an £800 booking and £200 on all bookings over £2,000. So it is a chance. Brogy Bear, how are we doing? Long time no see, Brogy. I hope you're well. I hope Blake's well. Here we go, let's pick up this next arrival. She's coming in from Lisbon. It's an Embraer E195 long range, operated by a Portugal Airlines with that TAP Express livery. And this one's definitely touching down. I guarantee this, they're gonna butter it as well. You watch. I know my landings. This has got butter written all over it. This has got more butter written on it than a Packer Lurpak. What did I tell you? I know my landings. They're Lurpacked. Don't question me when I say it's going to be a butter. If I say butter, I mean butter. While we're talking about butter, if you haven't already tried it, get yourself a tin of Heinz baked beans. Put them in a pan, or a pot as you call it in Ireland. Chuck it on the hob. Nice big knob of butter in there. Get your wooden spoon. It has to be a wooden spoon, no metal spoons. It changes things. A wooden spoon, and stand there for 10 minutes, simmering them over a nice medium heat. For the last minute, you bash it to a high heat so they're bubbling away. All the sauce will go nice and creamy, almost like mushy pea consistency. Absolutely beautiful on a couple of slices of toast. Here we go, our next arrival is that Airbus A330, now an 8-hour flight, due to it going round before. This is the Orlando flight. They've had one attempt at landing into a blustery, yet not brutally windy, Dublin International this morning. I always said nobody makes landing on a windy day look easy like an Aer Lingus pilot, but 2 go rounds in 5 minutes. John Hennessy, I have a theory on that, because I agree with what you're saying in principle. 9 times out of 10, when you see an Aer Lingus pilot landing in windy conditions, it looks like a great landing. However, my theory on that is they abort so many landings in windy conditions, they tend not to be landing in the same brutal gusts as other airlines. That's just my theory on it. We've seen 2 go-rounds. The only 2 go-rounds have been from Aer Lingus aircraft. The first of which I think was questionable. I don't understand the go-round. It looked to be coming in at a relatively normal speed and a relatively normal projection. Not really sure why this one went round. The ATR, she got buffeted about on the final stages of landing. She landed, she took her bounce, she got back down, she took her bigger bounce. When it looked like they had her down firmly on the ground, it was almost as if, no, let's have a little go around. But obviously there was a reason for it. You're still talking about beans, Brogy Bear. I love my beans. Mr. B's Lives, glad to finally catch you online. We're glad to have you back, Brogy. I'm surprised she had enough speed left to take off. Exactly, Creative, that was the thing. She actually looked like she was struggling. I was starting to panic because that tree was going to be right in our way. We were not going to be able to see what was happening, but they did get her back up. Here we go, this A330 coming in for its second attempt at landing into Dublin International. Joe Baker, welcome to you. Joe, is that Joe from Shannon or a different Joe Baker? Is she going to come down at this second attempt? Well, let's find out. Don't forget, guys, we are experimenting with that little heart in the bottom right of your screen. If you're watching on mobile, get tapping that. I've heard various different things. Some people are saying it really does help trigger the algorithm. Some people are saying it's just a useless feature. But let's try it out. Joe, I'm looking forward to getting down on Tuesday and getting a little video out for everybody about the exciting addition to Shannon Airport. I haven't said what it is exactly yet, Joe. I'm going to wait until Tuesday to let everybody know. And then we'll be back there a few weeks later for a bigger feature on it. Hope you enjoyed your half day yesterday. Hope you enjoy your day off on Monday as well, Joe. Here we go, it's A330. She looks like she's going to come down this time. Very similar projection to, and very similar line to the first attempt, to be fair, but she is going to be down. And nailing it, to be fair. Had plenty of time to practice in his head, that captain. Down nice and safely. We've got the ATR ready for coming back soon as well. That's an interesting one to keep an eye on. Well, one last roller coaster ride. John Hennessy, you could be right about that. And next up, we've got an A321neo operated by Aer Lingus. She's coming in from Washington. 6 hour and 52 minute flight today. 2 years old, registered in March of 2021. Let's get ready to pick her up. That Air Canada, interestingly, is still holding, is waiting for a gate to go onto. There's a lot of big birds in at the minute and there's no gate available by the looks of things. But here we go, we have this Airbus A321neo crabbing its way into Dublin. How many of you spotted the aircraft in the background there? Here we go, we are seeing a little bit of buffering here. Buffeting. Don't mention that dreaded buffering. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Debs. We always get a warm welcome at Shannon as well. It's a pleasure to be up there, or down there, or across there. I ain't got a clue which way it is, but I'm going. I was gonna do a 2-day trip down there, but the hotel prices down in Shannon, they're as bad as Dublin at the moment. Tracy's, where I stayed last time, a beautiful hotel. €279 for the night. Wow. There we go, down nice and safely. That 321neo coming in from Washington. As you can see, the Air Canada still holding. We've got the United taxiing towards the north runway. Our next arrival is just about in sight. That 777 operated by United getting ready to head over to New York. We will try our best to catch that departure, but we must stay focused on arrivals. We are seeing some interesting approaches, some interesting landing attempts here. We've got a 787-9 series on its way in now from Dallas Fort Worth, operated by American Airlines. She's a 787-9 series, 6 years old, registered in December of 2016, so she's 6.5 years old. Let's get ready to pick her up. There we go, she's just coming over Port Marnock, or just below Port Marnock at the moment. Appears a lot closer than that, I know. Here she comes. Grabbing her way in. Do usually get nice landings from the American Airlines crews in high wind as well. Now I must say, the wind doesn't seem to have increased just yet. Now, like I say, it is deceptive because I'm quite sheltered here. It doesn't feel like the wind has increased too much. You tell them, Val. Just right now, make them pay for an extra flight if they have to go round. Here we go with 787-9 series coming in from Dallas Fort Worth. Told ya. I know, my landings buttered. American Lurpak now in Dublin, nice and safely. Right, what are we doing with this Delta? She's taxiing on down, but I don't think she's going to be the next departure. We've got an ATR coming in from Glasgow. Is this the one that went round? I think it is. So we will be keeping an eye on that. I think we're going to miss that 777 departure, unfortunately. We'll see. What do we do? It's still taxiing, so we're gonna pick up this ATR as it makes its second attempt at coming into Dublin from Glasgow. Currently at around 1,200 feet or thereabouts. Well, she's still showing 1,350 to be fair. 1,200 feet. I'm fairly certain she'll get down this time because she was down last time and then decided to give everybody a heart attack and go back up. But that would have been one scary landing, you know. There was a lot of bounce on its first attempt here. Was there 2 or 3 bounces? all big, high, lopsided bouncers as well. There will be people clenching their cheeks for this one. I'd be on there loving life. The 777 is lining up as well. We'll end up just... Val, the problem is we don't actually know whether it does anything. Some people are saying it does, some people are saying it doesn't. We just have to try and find out, I guess. Here we go, it's ATR 72-600. Second approach at landing into Dublin. I think she's down this time. They've got her nice and stable. Yeah, she's down this time. She's down nice and safely, just in time for the 777 departure by United. There you go, she's up and away, beginning that right hand bank. We're leaving her there to get ready for our next arrival. Good morning, Andrew Foster, how are we doing, my man? This looks like another ATR to me. She is indeed, she's coming in from Birmingham, departed 58 minutes ago. Got that new, or the newest of the Aer Lingus liveries on, 7 years old, registered in June of 2016, so she's just had her birthday. Wonder what she got for her birthday. Maybe she got some new tyres. Here she comes. Wow, that's a nice whistle there from the ATR. Strange whistle, but a nice whistle. She's down again. A little bit of a bounce. These ATRs are struggling on landing today here at Dublin. Air Canada still waiting to get onto a gate. Qatar looks like it's loaded, still got the air bridge attached. What have we got coming in next? We've got us a 737, she's coming in from London Gatwick. A 52-minute flight today, 12 years old, registered in October of 2010, operated by Ryanair. There you go, she's crabbing her way in. Familiar sight this morning. I'll tell you in a minute, but I think this has got Lurpak written all over it. It's not. I know, I'm sheltered here. It's hard to tell. I don't think we've got the winds that were forecast just yet. They were forecast to come around between 10 and 11, to be fair. I tell you, Lurpak. I know my landings. Nobody knows their landings like me. Etihad pushed back. But Air Canada will be happy, because that's the gate that she'll be going to. (787-10 series Dreamliner). We don't see these very often here at Dublin. She's heading over to Abu Dhabi. 4 years old, registered in September of 2018. Our next arrival is now on its way in as well. She's coming in from Manchester, Boeing 737 MAX, operated by our mates Ryanair. First registered in June of 2021. Kerry Gold, not Lurpak, no. Lurpak. It's the proper butter, it's the real butter, it's my favourite. Sorry, but a Lurpak. Here we go, here is that 737 MAX on its way in from Manchester. Okay, is it just Aer Lingus A330s? To be honest, I've never noticed, John. Here we go, this 737 MAX. And down nice and safe. She came down hard, but not anything out of the ordinary. As you can see, Air Canada desperate to get in that spot now. And Etihad just finishing being pushed back. Next arrival on the way in. There we go, we've got an A321neo on its way in from Istanbul, operated by Turkish Airlines. Two years old, registered in May of 2021. In fact, bank looks very bossed. What bank? What do you mean? Here we go, this 321 Neo now. She's going to be down and there's no going back from there. Beautiful landing. Beautiful. What's next? What's next? There's an ATR coming in from Bristol. Bear with me for 2 seconds. I just want to have a look at something. We'll get ready to pick her up in a second. There's a 777 Air Canada flying just over Sandymount at the moment, heading over to Montreal. But for us, we have this ATR 72-600 series. So I was meant to read, the bank looks very busy. Yeah, there's a few up here. Here we go, this ATR 72-600 series. Coming in from Bristol. Can't think of any facts for Bristol. I try and bring you some facts about things, but Bristol, there's just not a lot there, is there? There we go, she's down nice and safely. Let's pick up this Etihad as she taxis towards that north runway. I must be due a dot cotton by this point. What's our next arrival though? Looks like another ATR. Is indeed, it's back-to-back ATRs here at Dublin. This one coming in from one of my favourite airports in the world, Leeds Bradford. Don't forget, if you do head over to Leeds Bradford, make sure you head to Murgatroyd's, the best fish and chips in Yorkshire. Certainly used to be the best mushy peas in Yorkshire. Let's get ready for the ATR's arrival now. And then I'm hoping I've got a minute between arrivals so I can have a quick drink. Ever since I did the update on this camera, it's been frustrating me because it keeps on pulling the shot. That's why you can see it being a little bit jerky from side to side. It keeps on pulling the shot to the left. Now there is wind, so the aircraft is being pushed left, but the left of my shot, it just keeps on pulling it. I'm not sure. I need to have a look at this. All the settings changed when I did my update. It's not nice. Don't forget, if you are just joining us, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're the real OGs. The originals here at Dublin International. We bring you live action at least 6 days a week from airports around the world. We are brought to you in proud partnership with Booking.com, a travel supermarket, on the beach holidays, and lastminute.com. And we do have that exclusive with EasyJet UK going live later on today over at airportslivetv.com, giving you the chance to save a whopping £100 off of any booking over £800 and £200 on any booking over £2,000. So do check it out. All of the links are available over at airportslivetv.com, as is our travel holiday inspiration blog as well. Murder Droids are defo their best, just across the road from Leeds Bradford. I love Leeds Bradford. Michael K. What's Michael K say? Why didn't Michael O'Leary think about exactly? And nearly 300 kilometres driven this morning. Been to Brittany Bay twice since 5 this morning. Dash cam. And you'll start getting upset soon because the sun is coming out. You don't like the sun, do you, dash cam? Big up Sarah, thank you for that super chat. You're a legend, It is greatly appreciated. Helps us to continue. Was in Leeds last week and past Murgatroy's are going next week. You have to get scraps, you have to get mushy peas, you have to get a bread cake. Our next arrival is on its way. It will be with us very soon.
Great job from your side. While I handle the camera here.
And she's an Airbus A320 Neo, operated by Play, coming in from Reykjavik. She is that bright red livery that you all like. It's an interesting choice of livery, this Play. Doesn't look very red from here though. So registered in October of last year. So what's that, 9 months old now? It's one thing that's frustrating about Flight Radar, but there's a lot of things at the minute, but one of the things that is a permanent frustration is that they still refer to aircraft as brand new, even when they're 7, 8, 9 months old. Until they hit a year old, they refer to them as brand new. It wouldn't take much to update it monthly, would it? Here we go, this A320 operated by Play. Look at this livery. Definitely stands out. Has anybody travelled with Play? Let me know in the chat. Have any of you flown with Play? Right, Etihad taxiing down. We will get that departure. We've got an arrival on the way in. We've got a Delta on taxi as well, so some of the big girls getting ready to depart us on the North Runway. We'll do our best to keep up with that action, but we must stay focused on the arrivals as well. We're still getting crabbing. The wind is still here. It's not come how we expected it to, and that is a little bit frustrating. I can't lie about that. We've got this Aer Lingus operated Airbus A330 coming in from Chicago. 7-hour and 12-minute flight this morning. 3 years old, registered in February of 2020. It's nice and hot here now. You know I like it when it's hot. The hotter the better for me. Here we go. Beautiful landing from the A330 crew. Lost my chat. Got it back. Right, what we got, that Etihad must be close to departure now. She is indeed, she's the next departure. We're going to get that one. There is one on approach, but I want to get that Etihad. We don't see the 787-10 series Dreamliners here all that often. Just check what's on approach. It's a 737 coming in from Luton. So we are going to stick with this departure. The 787-10 series Dreamliner. Carl Shield, welcome buddy. Let's quickly pick up this arrival as she comes in. I'll keep an eye out for the Dreamliner on departure. She's on departure now. That looks like it's coming in fine, so let's get this departure. That 737 absolutely buttering its landing. I'm glad we stayed with this 787-10 series. All the action here at Airports Live TV, both runways covered. There you go, she's up and away, heading over to Abu Dhabi. My man, you are great. Thank you, Tony Montana. Here we go, we've got a 737 coming in from Stansted. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit frustrated today that the winds that were forecast have not come. Like, bear in mind, the whole of the country was put under a yellow status wind warning until midday today. They haven't come. I really wanted some amazing wind today. You never know, it might still come, I guess. Here we go. She's down with a bounce. There's that 330 that we saw coming in. What have we got coming in next? The 737 coming in from Manchester next. David Palfreyman, morning my man. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday so far. They can't make up their mind in Dublin Airport this morning, Adam. What do you mean, Carl? Talking about runways, I was set up at 10 to 9 this morning. I was scheduled for a 9 o'clock start. 10 to 9, all set up, ready to go on the North runway. And then at 9:51, I noticed there was a runway change, with arrivals coming in on 2:08, so I did have to move. You too, Valerie. Enjoy your weekend. Cameron, enjoy your weekend. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. Here we go with 737 coming in from Manchester. Smoking. Hey Louise, how are we today? Carl, is that what you meant about the runways? Or do you mean about the weather? What have we got? We've got a 767 coming in from Washington, departed 6 hours and 24 minutes ago, so it's going to be about a 6 hour and 26 minute flight today. Operated by United. She's 21 years old, this aircraft, registered in January of 2002. Certainly is. Here we go, let's pick up this 767. Bro, I'm giving you the thumbs up. You're not even responding to me. I did respond to you, Tony. Thank you, you smashed that heart button 100 times. Thank you so much, Tony. I did respond to you, buddy. Try my best to respond to every single person here. That's why we're the most interactive live aviation community here on YouTube. There's 6 or 7 politicians up here, yes. Here we go, this 767 making its final approach into Dublin. You could just see the wind gust a little bit there on it. A lot of little flies up here today. Corn flies. How are we doing, Kelly Fowler? Welcome. Will there be flights from Africa? Unfortunately not, Tony. We don't get direct flights from Africa here at this time. We get the odd one coming in, but not at this time. Or we get African Airlines, we get Ethiopian coming in. Would be a nice addition to Dublin, some direct routes over to Africa, some direct routes over to Asia as well. And the A330 coming in today, can't wait to see that one. We've had a couple of A330s, let's have a look what's due in, shall we? Well, we've got a minute. What have we got? Don't think we've got any more A350. Well, we might have. We've got a couple of Aer Lingus scheduled. I don't know if we'll still be live. We'll have to see how we do with battery. Big up Dashcam, thank you for that super sticker. You're a legend as always. A380s. No, we don't get A380s here at Dublin. Apologies, Tony, I did read it wrong. We don't get A380s here at Dublin. Max Kamiski, welcome, buddy. Hope you're well. No A380s and no 747s, unfortunately, into Dublin. Dashcam, what's the comparison at the moment? Do you know? It's Hainan Airlines at Dublin. I don't think it's here today. Or is it? May well be because it comes in early. It's only a twice weekly flight. It is here, yes. It's scheduled for a late departure now. It's only 20 minutes delayed. They're operating an A330 Hainan. Our next arrival is with us. She's a 787-8 Series Dreamliner, operated by Air Canada, coming in from Toronto after a 6-hour and 8-minute flight. Grabbing her way in. 8 years old, registered in October of 2014. As always, guys, thank you to each and every one of you that are joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure broadcasting to you guys. Hope you're enjoying the content. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to check out our airportslivetv.com. We have just launched an entire new look, an entire new focus to the website, full of airline news, aviation incidents, travel inspiration, cruise news as well. and it does give you easy access to all of our partners: Booking.com, Travel Supermarket, On the Beach Holidays, Lastminute.com, Cruising World, or World of Cruising, sorry. And you will have the access there later on today to that exclusive special offer from EasyJet UK. Big thank you to them giving us that exclusive offer. Here we go, this Dreamliner coming in from Toronto. Do just want to say, if you are thinking of booking any travel, do use the links please, it helps us massively. You get the same amazing prices, you still book direct with the major brands, but it just helps us massively with continuing. And there, Canada being loaded there. John Hennessy say, oh sorry, will Dublin consider allowing A380s, 747s in Dublin? Max, I honestly don't know. The runway can take A380s. The taxiways are very tight for an A380, and I believe they would need full escort from runway to gate and then obviously back to runway. But the biggest issue for Dublin at the moment is the gates cannot take A380s. So at the moment it's unlikely. You would have thought if we're going to see A380s as cargo, we would have seen them by now, but let's wait and see with that one. The weather is great, good for some ice cold Heinekens. It is indeed, Tony Montana. Back in 2009, a pilot mistook the warning lights on the Metro Hotel in Ballymun as runway lights. The plane was only 200 foot above the hotel. I remember reading about that. Yes, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that heart button that's on your screen as well. Next up, we've got a Boeing 737 coming in from Nantes. It's operated by Ryanair, departed an hour and 10 minutes ago. 12 years old, registered in January of 2011. Great landing there. It's strange, isn't it, because you do tend to find that the bigger aircraft nail those landings. It's the slightly smaller aircraft, the 737s, the A320s and the ATRs, that you tend to see the slightly ropier landings on. Could possibly be that it's slightly easier to land the bigger aircraft due to the increased weight. Big up Creative there, gifting those memberships, thank you so much buddy. Max, Jeff Walker, Dave Airplane, Dara Gregory and LA Girl all getting those gifted memberships, thank you so much. You always make my day feel great, thank you Tony Montana. That's what we're about, trying to just make people enjoy aviation and just feel positive about themselves, positive about travel. Don't forget, this winter we will be based in Spain. It's looking highly likely that it is going to be a Lanzarote base for the winter. That could change, it could be that we base mainland, but at the moment it's going to be Lanzarote. I need me some summer sun. I can't do another winter of cold, miserable weather. But we will be backwards and forwards to Dublin very frequently as well. Here we go. We've got a de Havilland Canada Dash 8400 series. She's coming in from Luxembourg, operated by Luxair. An hour and 46-minute flight here. This is quite a unique looking aircraft. Just look how long the legs are on that landing gear. The rear landing gear is a unique looking aircraft. I need to get this camera on charge in a second, so as soon as this lands we're going to put that on charge. Here we go, this Canada Dash 8-400 series. She's committing at this point. She's down on one wheel. She's down on all three. And safely into Dublin. And let me quickly get this camera on charge. So we just need to check that we haven't knocked anything here. No, we're still all good. Next arrival, another Boeing 737, again operated by Ryanair, coming in from Paris, an hour and 3-minute flight today. 15 years old, registered in January of 2008. You always make my day, what you drinking, bro? Heard a can of pop. No, I'm a drinking today. Like Powerade. I think you probably just heard me moving cables about. I needed to get that camera on charge. Here we go, this 737, and now ready to touch down from Paris. What we got happening? We've got the Qatar pushing back. This is that 777. It's in service today due to the familiar 787 Dreamliner that we see operated by Qatar on this Doha route being unoperational and out of service due to a landing gear fault. That is currently over in the cargo area of Dublin Airport. I'll show you that in a second. So we have brought this 777 into use today. Have I upset you, Adam? I put a really nice comment on about the new website and your book. It just disappeared. No, Val, where did you put that? On YouTube? I can't see it, Val. There may be a little bit of disruption coming soon because a nuisance has arrived. Here we go, we've got an Airbus A320 coming up next. It's an A320neo coming in from London Heathrow, registered in January of 2022. Val, I'm not sure. Yeah, on this chat, like, in this live, in the chat here, I haven't seen it. Val, I do apologise, I just haven't seen it. If it's been on this live, like I say, I do apologise. Here we go, it's A320neo coming in from London Heathrow. We'll visit you one day, so we have a beer whilst taking videos. For sure, Tony. Pellet Transport Guy, how are we doing, Naz? Our tug just being disconnected there, and neither can I now. It was there and then gone. Let's blame the nuisance, yeah. And normally it comes up if somebody deletes a comment. I don't know what happened, Val. But I hope you do all like the new look website. How many of you actually have had a look at it? And tell me what you think. Do you prefer the old format of the website, where it's a lot more about Airports Live TV, a lot more about the history of us as a community, or do you prefer the new, fresh look, where it's more about information on airlines, travel, and all this other good stuff? Does YouTube filter comments? I haven't seen that comment, Val. I'm not sure, Neve. It shouldn't be. And next up, we've got an ATR 72-600 series coming in after a 40-minute flight from Manchester, operated by Aer Lingus. She's got that 2019 livery on board. Do like it with that livery. Wow, taking a little bit of a dive there in the wind. 10 years old, registered in July of 2013. She is getting bashed about by this wind. It's nice and hot here today though. I wish I'd put my shorts on. Hopefully next week I can get back to my shorts. Here we go, she's going to be down nice and safely. Beautifully done by the ATR crew there. Qatar now on the move as well. We will be making sure we get this one's departure because we very, very rarely see a 777 Qatar here. Do have our next arrival on the way. She's an A320 operated by British Airways, coming in from London Heathrow. Again, a 40-minute flight. 20 years old, registered in September of 2020. The A320. And a KLM 777 just going overhead as well. Let me see if I can spot that. Can't see it anywhere. It's way out in the distance now. Here we go, let's pick up this British Airways operated A320. Dashcam didn't see him. I don't know what's happened then with that comment. The old and new, all great. Don't know which to choose, the new livery for me. Amazing website, Adam. Looks modern now. Thank you, David White. Oh, you mean the old and new website, Tony Montana? I don't know. I'm happier with the new one, I'm not gonna lie. The Qatari's heading over to Doha. There are no keywords blocked for comments. Don't need it on YouTube like we did on the old TikTok-y, exactly creative. Dashcam was saying TikTok-y has started to block people from his live at Mention Airports Live TV. It's a bit strange. Next up we've got a United operated 757 coming after a 7-hour and a bit flight from Chicago. And one of their old fleet, 25 years old, registered in August of 1997. Look at that though, she's an absolute beauty of an aircraft. This 777. First registered in July of 2017, this 777. I think it's the first time I've seen it here, to be honest. Like I say, we usually see the Qatar 787, which is over in the cargo area due to that landing gear fault. Right, let's pick up this 757 as she comes in. Here she is. Oh, I've just gone all dizzy. Everybody's slamming the anchors on here. Sure. How old is the British? I can't remember, Tony Montana. I'll have a quick look if I can find it on radar in a minute. Must pop over to advertise. Yes, creative. I think you'll get blocked straight away though. Seems to be that way. Here we go. This United's going to be touching down at first attempt here. Everybody slamming on here. There's a lot of traffic in front, people just not paying attention. I want to mention LTV all over there now. I think you will just get blocked. But if you are getting blocked, go back in on a different account and ask why. And if you still get blocked, try mentioning Adam. I really don't get it, to be honest. I don't understand why he's buying views either. He's got it in his head about Creator Fund, but Creator Fund is only applicable on TikTok to posted videos, not to lives. Don't understand it. Anyway, moving on. Which one is 1997? That was the Delta, or United was it? United that's just come in. Just as an experiment, I have many accounts. Go for it, Neve. Don't forget, if you haven't already done it, guys, make sure you do follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Next up, we've got a Boeing 737 coming in from Reykjavik, operated by Icelandair. I do like this livery. In about a 2-hour and 16-minute flight today. 5 years old, registered in March of 2018. Something fresh and modern about that livery. She's down with a bit of smoke, but she's down all the same. Just quickly pick up that guitar as she taxis on to the main taxiway towards the end of the North Runway. Next arrival's an A320 with the old, vile, disgusting, horrible Aer Lingus livery, that 50-50 livery with a faded green. She's coming in from London Gatwick, 47-minute flight, 15 years old, registered in November of 2007. She'll look about 25 years old, this aircraft. Thank you, Carl Scheel. Exactly, Tony Montana. It shouldn't be, Tony. We've dropped no frames. See you later, Creative. Have a fantastic day. If we don't see you tomorrow on the stream, have a great weekend. Say hello to Missives Creative and Pops as well. Almost time to go watch the Grand Prix. It is. It's Silverstone this weekend, isn't it? Here we go. Our next arrival is with us. That horrible livery. Has anybody noticed I'm not a fan of this livery? Please show the guitar. We will, Tony. As if you couldn't make that livery any worse. It's got an odd engine cowling. Well, there's that United that we saw coming in. That's the 25-year-old aircraft, Tony. There's one more to go in front of that Qatar 777. There we go, instantly I'm saying Qatar Dreamliner. This Delta operated A350 being pushed back as well. A model plane, that livery? No way, Carl. You like the old livery though, don't you, Carl? Is it you that likes it? This is a 4-year-old A350. Sorry guys, I nearly missed it. I was trying to make sure that I had everything on charge because we're desperately low on everything. But there she is. Beautiful aircraft. Oh, another one of the horrible liveried Aer Lingus nailing its landing. There's that Qatar climbing nicely into those blue skies beyond the clouds. Christoph, welcome. How are you doing today, buddy? Nice and bright, which is nice. It's beautiful and sunny here now. I don't think we're going to get that wind that was forecast. That is unfortunate. No, not today, Val. Well, sort of. That nuisance is around somewhere. Home from Poland. Welcome, Christoph. It's A350 beginning its taxi now. No dashcam. Any Emirates say the Emirates is due in, but it's not in until about 20 past 12. I don't think we'll still be live. I don't think I'm gonna have enough battery. Day one, school day, 0 planes. He's not up here. He's gone back down to the car in a minute. And just about see our next arrival on its approach now. The new privilege is an Airbus A330. Yeah, it's a shame that we're not using the 777 this year. Like, it was nice because it was an additional big aircraft for Dublin, wasn't it? But here we go, we've got this A320 operated by Aer Lingus again with that horrible livery coming in from Amsterdam. Don't forget guys, we need to be making sure that we're sharing this live out far and wide. Share it in Facebook groups. Feel free to do what everybody else seems to be doing right now and go in other lives and mention about us. We are seeing a shift with the algorithm on YouTube. They're not pushing live aviation content, and I firmly believe that is down to the fact that there's so many of the so-called big channels that have been buying subscribers for the last couple of years, buying them in a big way as well. So we're going to have to work hard to stay in this algorithm, especially given the fact there's more and more streamers appearing at Dublin now since we found success. It's a little bit quiet on arrivals now. It needs an electric fence. You're going to miss the Air France cargo at 777. I know, John. Are you allowed to see Max? It's a grey area. In theory, no. There's a couple of channels, and it is only a couple, but there's a couple of channels that have had major issues with copyright and stuff because it is copyrighted ATC. It seems to be tolerated, but I don't know. I don't want to put the channel at risk anyway. Plus, it's not really what we're about. It's not really what we do. Not as good as you. Thank you, Laurie. I think I am going to look to come to an end soon though today. Airport is the busiest in the world. See, that's open for debate, isn't it? Because it depends on what you measure it by. It's between London Heathrow and Dubai. There we go, we've got this American Airlines on pushback. It looks like a 777 to me. The A350 just getting ready to line up now for departure over on the north runway. We've got this 777 on pushback as well. I think we'll push through for another half an hour and then call it a day. Okay, this A350 now lining up. That's not her. She's gonna block the view a little bit, but she's ready to go. There will be Tony. It's our next arrival. Next arrival is going to be an A320 coming in from Geneva with a 2019 Aer Lingus livery. But we are going to focus on this A350's departure. Let's pick up this Geneva flight just while we wait for the A350. And then once the A350's gone, I'm just going to have a minute to have a drink, because I'm going a little bit lightheaded. But we're going to push through until around 11:50 or 12 o'clock if we possibly can. Tony, I'm not sure, but I'm sure there will be some today. Here we go, this A350 is now on the move. There we go, she's up and away. I'll stay with it for a minute. We're gonna have a drink chill bit. I'm gonna have on Powerade at the minute. Never know, we might have a beer later. I do normally drink Lucozade, but I didn't get any this morning. Here we go, we've got this 787 8 Series Dreamliner operated by American Airlines coming in from Chicago. Departed 6 hours and 43 minutes ago. 2 years old, registered in July of 2020, so it's her birthday this month. She's down. From American Airlines, a 787 and a Dreamliner to the American Airlines 777. This one 24 years old, registered in May of 1999. For those of you that have got flight radar, if you actually have a look at this 777 AAL 725, it's a beautiful photo, as its first photo on flight radar taken by Vincenzo Pace. Beautiful photo of the 777. I must pop up to the airport, see you soon, and say hi. Definitely, Carl. Yeah, that livery helps. That livery does help them to still look nice and fresh. If you're light-headed, you need to eat too. Did you have breakfast? It's the early start. You shocked your sister. That could be it, Val. No, I didn't have any breakfast. For an impromptu barbecue, we're gonna have to arrange that. Here we go, our next arrival is with us. She's an ATR 72-600 series coming in from Eskimo land. She's coming in from Edinburgh. Don't forget, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and do check out our partners and all of our latest news, latest holiday inspiration on the travel blog, and of course those exclusive offers over at airportslivetv.com. You can get all of the latest aviation news, all the latest airline news, all the latest cruise news, all the very best information and articles over at airportslivetv.com. The one-stop shop is what we aim to be for the aviation community. Just quickly check what's on departure, nothing big. The next arrival, a Boeing 737 coming in from Tenerife, operated by Ryanair, 13 years old, registered in January of 2010. Bro, go get your drink. We'll wait for you. I'll get it after this arrival. Somebody deliver Adam a bacon butty. Here we go. This 737 coming in after a flight over from Tenerife. Down nice and safely there. American Airlines on taxi. Right, let me grab a drink. We will be showing the American Airlines departure. Do not panic, I'm not going anywhere, I'm just gonna have a drink while we wait. having to drink Powerade. Okay, our next arrival, an A321neo coming in from London Heathrow. I am keeping an eye on that American Airlines 777 as well. Don't worry, we won't miss it. Here we go, this 321neo about to touch down into Dublin. That 777 is lining up on the north runway now. It is crazy to think that they're flying the same aircraft over to London Heathrow as they are over to the US. Oh, dashcam's turned into the mutinator. Here we go, she's on the move. Absolute beauty. This American Airlines operated a Boeing 777 heading up towards what is a beautiful cloud cover there, and then she'll get to the blue sky and just above it as she begins that right hand bank. Stunning. The opposite dashcam is in mutinator mode. Does seem to be today. On the rugby livery A320 being pushed back by the looks of things. These little flies are annoying. Captain 3 says, Adam, they do that because every time you fly into Heathrow you have to pay a big fee because of emissions, so they use cleaner engine aircrafts to fly into there. Interesting, Captain 3. And it is a very good and valid point. I guess my major thing with it is I just don't feel that an airline of Aer Lingus' size, name, and claim by themselves to be a 4-star airline should be flying A321neos transatlantic. I think it takes away from the whole glamour and razzmatazz of transatlantic routes. The hotter the sun, the angrier he gets. Look at this magpie here. Where is she? There he is. Adam Attenborough there for you. You all thought my name was Adam James. I've had you fooled. Air Canada should be getting ready to push back quite soon. I don't think we've got anything else on. Our next arrival is going to be another Aer Lingus with the 2019 livery coming in from Brussels. Departed an hour and 5 minutes ago. 12 years old, April 2011 registration. Tony Montana, I do apologise about you being timed out. I think it was because you hadn't heard me reply. You'd asked the same question a few times. But you're all good, welcome back. There is that rugby livery on taxi now. Well, let's pick up this A320 coming in from Brussels. There you go, she's down nice and safely. How are we doing airtime, Irish PSG fan? Welcome. No, Kildare PSG. Next up, another A320, this time coming in from Hamburg. About an hour and 28-minute flight this afternoon, well this morning still. I'm thinking it's afternoon already, it's been a long day. Is it raining in Dublin on Thursday? Yeah, most of the day, PSG. No, Val. Here we go. Next up, we've got a 17-year-old Airbus A320 operated by Aer Lingus coming in from Charles de Gaulle. Here she comes. Going to have another ATR 72-600 series next, but this time operated by Logan Air coming in from Aberdeen. About an hour and 17-minute flight. 10 years old, registered in July of 2010. All good, PSG. How's yours, buddy? I'll be honest, I would have been happier if they'd got the weather forecast right and this severe wind warning that was in place actually meant something. But more importantly than that, I would have been happier if I'd brought some shorts, because it's an absolute scorcher today. I love it nice and hot. Yeah, this ATR is being buffeted about a little bit. Yeah, I know, it's beautiful here now. Next up, we've got an A321 Neo coming in from Toronto. She's operated by Air Transat. Had a 6 hour and 35 minute flight day, 3 years old, registered in June of 2020. It's like wacky racers down here right now, with everybody trying to get parked. Nice livery about the star, really does add to it. Same here in Rowan, Nottinghamshire, grey and cloudy, very warm. The sun is out, the sun is shining here at Dublin. Next arrival, another ATR 72-600, this time operated by Aer Lingus, coming in from Southampton. An hour and 11 minute flight, 7 years old, registered in March of 2016. Emirates currently 8 minutes away. We will be getting that Emirates then. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already done it, hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you check out airportslivetv.com for all the latest aviation news, all the latest airline news, cruise news, and of course that travel blog with all of the holiday inspiration you can need. And there will be that new page there later on today with the exclusive offers. Don't forget, we have had EasyJet UK reach out to us to bring us that exclusive offer for you guys. All the information will be available over at Airports Live TV later on today. Our next arrival is going to be a Boeing 757 coming in from New York, operated by United. I expect this to be an old aircraft. She is indeed, she's 23 years old. These flies are so annoying. doing hair flick. The wind is nowhere near as bad as predicted. Had a couple of go-rounds a little bit earlier on. One of them quite interesting, the Erlingus ATR. I think they're them little corn flies and tiny little black things are annoying. Got our next arrivals with us. She's an A321 Neo coming in from Frankfurt, operated by Lufthansa. 3 years old, registered in September 2019. Next arrival is going to be a 5-year-old Learjet 75 coming in from Chester, operated by Zenith Aviation. It's a lovely breeze blowing to keep the heat down. You know me, Dashcam, I love the heat. Here we go, that Learjet 75 on its way in. Beautiful landing from the Learjet. Touches up with our thunder rumbling in the distance, and the wind is also stirring things. No way, Val. The weather hitting rural Nottinghamshire there. Next up, a Boeing 737 operated by Ryanair coming over from Kerry. That playback on the move, we saw that one coming in a little while ago. Our next arrival, an A320 coming in from Berlin, operated by Aer Lingus with a 2019 livery on it. 12 years old, registered in May of 2011. The best Kerry. What are we doing, Ellen? I actually got some nice mushy peas from the fish and chip shop down in Kerry. Well, saying Kerry, it was in Tralee, I think. Was it? I can't actually remember, to be honest. It's from a fishmonger's, but it's weird. You walk in as a fishmonger's, so you walk into the actual fishmonger's, then there's a fish and chip shop counter at the back of it. Here we go, this A320 coming in from Kerry. Beautiful border landing. The Emirates is on its way. Here she is, this beautiful 777. We always look forward to seeing the Emirates arrive. .11 years old, registered in May of 2012. It's been about a 7-hour and 20-minute flight over from Dubai today. Now I'm planning an evening live for tomorrow, Val. Here we go, enjoy this one. Our next arrival, an A330 coming in from Seattle, operated by Aer Lingus. Approaching a 9-hour flight, 8 hours and 54 minutes today. She has got that horrible livery on board though. Then we've got a 787-9 series Dreamliner on departure, operated by Air Canada. And we'll get to after this 330. Okay guys, we've got the 787-9 series all lined up and ready to go, heading over to Vancouver. There's nothing interesting left to come in now, so I think we're going to call it a day after this flight. Thank you to everybody who's joined us this morning, everybody who's hit that like button, everybody's hit the subscribe button, of course everybody who's supported us with super chats, super stickers, and there's been quite a few donations through PayPal as well while we've been live. Thank you to each and every one of you. Here we go, it's Air Canada on departure. A big thank you to our partners, Booking.com, Travel Supermarket, On The Beach Holidays, LastMinute.com, and of course EasyJet for giving us that exclusive offer to bring to you guys, which will be on the website over at airportslivetv.com later on today. Hope you all have a fantastic Saturday afternoon, whatever you're doing, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, stay blessed. We've been Airports Live TV. I've been Adam James, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Big love.